Now, without further delay, let's start officially the event with the opening ceremony. First, for this, let me introduce the Executive Director of EUIPO, Mr. João Negrão, and invite him on stage for the opening speech. Please, João.
Thank you very, very much, Elisa, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Vice Chair of the Jury Committee of the European Parliament, former Rapporteur for the Craft GI Regulation, Marian Walsman, Your Excellency, Representative of the Polish Presidency to the Council of the European Union and Ambassador of Poland in Spain, Honorable Member of the Committee of Regions, Martin Pinville, and also former Rapporteur of the CI-GI regulation, heads and staff of national IP offices, GI producers, GI representatives, associations, dear colleagues, dear friends. I would like to start today by welcoming you all to Alicante, to the EUIPO, but also to this international conference on geographical indications. I have to say that on behalf of everyone here at the EUIPO, it's an enormous pleasure to see you all here back in Alicante after our last GI conference that took place already some years ago. And for us, it's even a greater pleasure because this is a really special moment for us at the EUIPO for a number of different reasons. The first of these reasons, it's because we have at the EUIPO celebrated recently our 30th anniversary. Since this distant year of 1994, when the EUIPO was opening doors here in the center of Alicante with no more than 10 colleagues that started this great adventure and this great agency, we have developed to become one of the biggest EU agencies in charge with several and different competencies in the area of intellectual property. But this is also a special occasion because this year, the beginning of this year, marks also the start of our new strategic plan, our strategic plan 2030, a strategic plan that will see the EUIPO further develop in supporting innovators, in supporting business in Europe, but also around the world, in view of creating a more robust, a more inclusive, a more sustainable intellectual property office and intellectual property system that can work for everyone. And finally, the main reason why this is really a special moment, it's because this year of 2025 is the year in which we see the EUIPO taking a new competence in a new area of industrial property as being the administration responsible for managing the geographical indication new title at EU level. This is a really, really great privilege and honor for us to be entrusted with this responsibility. I would like to thank again the European Commission, but also the legislators, the European Parliament and the Council for having entrusted the EUIPO with this new competence. The importance of geographical indications for the European economy is well known. You will hear about that today. But we also know, because we have studied this matter, that geographical indications contribute or represent around 75 billion euros every year for the European economy. But they also generate more than 15% of all the exports only in food and drinks of the European Union to third countries. And they generate also thousands, dozens and hundreds of thousands of jobs in all member states of the EU. Geographical indications are an assurance of quality for products that represent a certain know-how, a local pride that we want to recognize. And we also support local communities through recognizing this quality and this image of quality that we have when we know that we are in front of a geographical indication. The title of this conference is telling, in my view, safeguarding our heritage. This is what we want to do in Europe, but also look at the future, because what is ahead is always more important. So we need to base ourselves on what we do and what we know how to do, but also how this can help us to have a better European society. I have to say that we have been working hard in order to be ready by the 1st of December to receive the first applications of geographical indications in the area of craft and industrial products. We have created geographical indications divisions in our business operation departments, where a number of our colleagues, examiners, have been intensively trained in order to deal with these new applications. We have created a GI hub in our website, where you can find all the information about geographical indications and what is relevant in Europe and in different member states regarding this type of products. We have created a database that concentrates information on geographical indications registered in the EU and beyond, called GI View, a free of charge, available online database that everyone can consult in all languages of the EU and find easily the information that they need in terms of protection of geographical indications. We have also moved forward with the creation of an advisory board that will be key in order for us to do a better job as regards examination of geographical indications. In the last meeting of the Management Board and Budget Committee, the rules of procedure of these advisory boards have been adopted. We are now going to move forward and invite member states' authorities to appoint members to sit in these advisory boards with us. We have also developed frequently asked questions that will be the first step towards the guidelines that we want to make public in a transparent manner about how we're going to examine these geographical indications. We are promoting also the GI system. I had personally the privilege to participate in a number of visits to a number of geographical indications around Europe. This conference is also a good example of a promotion activity for this area, and we will continue to do this in close cooperation with member states, with the European Commission, but also with the legislators, and I look very much forward for that work. But I have to say that we are not stranger to geographical indications. We are working in the area of geographical indications already for a number of years, in close cooperation with DG Agri, in contributing with a pre-assessment of agriculture geographical indications based on an agreement established with DG Agri. We are also creating a union register where you will be able to see all geographical indications, both in the agriculture but also in the craft area, free of charge, and that will be the basis for the decisions to be made in this regard. Therefore, it's without any doubt that geographical indications are extremely important for Europe, for all of us, and the massive participation in this conference is the best testament of that fact. Today we have with us here in this auditorium around 500 participants, but as Elisa has mentioned already, we have 1,500 online. This makes this event the biggest ever event organized by the EUIPO, and it is in the GI area. It means there is high interest from the public, from different sectors for this matter, and we will continue to organize this type of events with you. One of the main points of attraction for events like this one is the need to have an excellent lineup of speakers. I can tell you that we have, for this 1 day and a half, an incredible number of speakers in the area of GI. The best expertise that we have in Europe and in the world is exactly here in this room, and they have accepted to generously share with us their knowledge, but also their expertise, and I'd like to thank very much all the speakers for their availability to be here today with us. Having said that, I would like to wish you all a very, very interesting, fruitful discussions. I would like to encourage you to participate actively, to ask questions, to discuss with your colleagues. Here, during the panels, but also during the breaks, this is a great occasion to bring the GI community together in one place and to share, to the best possible knowledge that we have, all the information that we have with our colleagues. I wish you a very, very enjoyable time also here in Alicante. You will have the possibility not only to hear from these experts, but you will also have the possibility to know a bit better about local geographical indications that I have to say are excellent in this region, and also take back to your homes a little bit of Alicante. Thank you very much again, and I wish you all a great event. Thank you.
Thank you, João. Next, let me warmly welcome on the stage Ms. Marion Walsman, who is a member of the European Parliament, Vice Chair of the Committee on Legal Affairs of the European Parliament. Please, Ms. Walsman.